Hey fellow Vault wearers, it's Angry Turtle, and in this video I will continue my weapon guides, and today we're taking a closer look on the Handmade and everything you need to know about this gun. But before we start, I just want to quickly let you know that I have a separate channel for Outriders now, therefore if you are interested, link will be in pinned comment. But now let's continue about the Handmade. First, where you can find a Handmade. I don't know exactly if there is like guarantee word spawn apart from one place inside the barrows that's actually behind a lockpick free to get access to it, but you don't need to rely on this because cultists, whenever you met cultists, have a chance to drop it, settlers can drop it, and raiders can drop it. And of course you cannot kill them inside the crater, but raiders that you will randomly stumble across while wandering Appalachia can be killed and looted. Then that can be a good source of Handmade. If you want to craft one though, then you can buy a plan easily if you go to the White Spring Resort and buy it from the bot in there, White Spring bot. Or I think the bot in Barclay Spring Station is selling it as well. Then you have a lot of choices, it shouldn't be hard to buy a plan. And now how to craft it. Unfortunately, still we cannot craft a legendary version, only regular one. Under machine guns, we scroll down, it's under the name Short Handmade. There it is, Short Handmade, and the lowest possible level is 15. The highest possible that we can craft is 45. Don't look at damage, your damage will be way higher. At this moment I just have quite high health and I'm a heavy gunner, then that's the reason for the damage showing here quite low. Other than that, if we compare the damage with other rifles that can be modded with automatic receiver, then a Handmade is second just to the Fixer. Then it's really high damage. Cost of crafting is quite high. You need a lot of springs and screws and adhesive, copper, gear, oil. Yeah, there's basically almost everything inside it. And yes, crafting is expensive. Now, we craft one and go into the modifications section. And here I will not be able to fully discuss every single modification, but I will tell you about important ones. Therefore, if you are going for automatic Handmade, you can use either powerful automatic receiver or just for fun, tweaked receiver. That's actually the same one. First, I was thinking that it will improve critical shot damage as a bonus, but no, it's just a mistake. And tweaked receiver is doing the same thing as powerful automatic receiver. It's just a different name and slightly different crafting requirements. No other difference though. If you go for a single shot, then I recommend hardened receiver. Really good high damage, although automatic variant is way more powerful in regards of DPS. Apart from that, we have available prime receiver and prime automatic receiver. The plan for those can be dropped from a Scourge Beast Queen. Then that's the way to obtain those plans. And there is one other unique plan, Scourge Killer's receiver. It's not very useful receiver, but if you really need it, then you can get it by completing Fire Breacher's quest and then doing some other task, I think in Big Bend Tunnel for them, and going back to the terminal you can unlock this receiver. All other modifications and receivers are obtained by scrapping Handmade, therefore you either need to collect a lot of them or craft a lot and scrap. Now under the barrel, they work as stated, therefore you can choose whatever suits you the best, but if we are talking about the VATS, a line long barrel is the best for VATS because it offers reduced AP cost, therefore VATS a line long barrel. Any other type, you choose. But from my experience, it's mostly used in VATS. Next, under the stock, for VATS you probably want forceful stock, and this one for whatever reason offers cheaper VATS and more durability on your weapon. Then that's like a no-brainer if you are a VATS user. Otherwise, worth considering will be like true stock or stabilized stock. Now under the magazine, they do exactly what's stated, and My preference is usually perforating magazine if you care about damage per bullet. That's a lot of armor penetration from that. Or if you are more interested in cheaper VATs, I recommend Swift magazine that will offer you cheaper VATs. Other than perforating magazine and Swift magazine, I would not recommend anything else in here. Under the sights, here you have a lot of scope to choose from. Then if you are into the scopes, feel free to use them. If you need VATs, then either reflex sight, circle or dot will offer you much cheaper VATs. That's actually a significant difference versus standard sight or the scope if you choose reflex sight. And then the muzzle. I don't know if there is much point in using any bayonets or muzzle brakes, because basically all of those is reducing range of your weapons. Then I would recommend either, if you are not using it as stealth, to go without any muzzle, or if you are a stealth build, to equip suppressor, as of course suppressor is required to stay hidden and keep shooting. And about the color, I don't have any recommendations, but those are the ones I have unlocked, if you want to take a look. Surprisingly, I have 4 mods for these different paints, and that's the weapon I'm not even using here. And what I forgot to mention, you will need Gunsmith 3 to put all advanced mods on Handmade, and Gunsmith 5 if you choose to go for Prime Receiver. And this is how the weapon looks like after installing my recommended mods for VATS users. And about the stats on the weapon, it offers the same fire rate as combat rifle or the fixer, which means it's good. It still offers a good range even after installing the suppressor, using 5.56 ammo, have good accuracy. Then basically it is a universally good weapon. And now we'll talk about best legendary effects, why I'll be running with my proper commando character and killing some super mutants for you to see this weapon in action. And now we'll be using this freshly crafted Handmade. On my commando character, as you can clearly see, the damage on the weapon card is already higher, because it's a blooded commando. And now I will be killing some of those super mutants that are living in here. We'll quickly discuss what are the best legendary effects. Then currently, if you are going for any commando type of build and you want mainly... Oh, those super mutants are friendly. That's odd. Okay, I didn't feel like killing friendly super mutants, then I decided to relocate and kill super mutants in here. As you can see, the Handmade is working great. But now about those legendary effects. Then for the DPS, purely for damage, what will be the best, it will be quad. As a prefix, then if you can get faster fire rate on a 2nd star, and on the 3rd star, usually what's mostly sick after, it's less AP cost. As simply, less AP cost allows you to keep shooting for longer. You can unload all 80 bullets in VATS without needing any AP regeneration during it. Then that's really good. And other options, what is sick after a lot, it's still blooded. Although it's not so great as it used to be, it still have good prices on the market. Then if you see blooded, it's usually worth to keep for sale. And in most cases, 25% faster fire rate and 25% less AP cost for 2nd and 3rd star respectively will be the best option, with some exceptions. Like my favorite at this moment, it will be VATS hit chance on the 2nd star, and on the 3rd star I think less AP cost is actually the best. Unless you are not using VATS, then probably you can take something like faster reload, 15% faster reload. That will be good as well. And if you are not using VATS so much, 2-shot explosive or just a vampire will be really good. If you want to tank some damage, vampire weapon will definitely help you a lot. Therefore, at this moment, my top picks for the prefixes, it will be quad on the 1st place, then I will put vampire, and then after that, it will be blooded or junkies or anti-armor. one of those that still offered a nice damage improvement, but not as useful in my opinion as Quad or Vampire. On the second star I will go for either faster fire rate, VATS hit chance, or critical damage. All those three will be good, where I feel like critical damage is not amazing due to already high damage with Handmade even without criticals, but still it's an improvement and it's not increasing your ammo consumption like it's happening if you install faster fire rate, as faster fire rate is a trade-off of spending more ammo for more damage. And for the third star, I think only two options are good, and that's less AP cost and faster reload. I would say weightless, but in case of rifles, it's not really the case, as after you put mods on, it's as heavy as without weightless. And that will be probably everything that you should know about Handmade rifle. If you still have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask them in comments section. I would always try to answer as many as I can. And now as always, thank you a lot for watching and see you guys in the next one.